Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. In my yellow forest top, yay. Although it's got that bloody Faraz on, hey? You know. Once a year. Anyway, let's not say anything more about him and his tenure. Although he did save the club at the time, but he obviously wants a very good owner. Tonight we're reviewing Milestone Brewery's Vixen. I know nothing about the beer. Obviously I know it's made by Milestone Brewery, who also make homebrew beer kits. Check them out, you know, go on your favourite homebrew site and check them out, some good kits. A beautiful copper coloured full-bodied ale. And I've got to respect these lads here at this place, because they make a lot of Christmas beers, but in all sorts of types. So you're buying Christmas beers for your, I don't know, your dad, your brother, your hubby, whatever. And I got 6 Christmas beers for £17.50, which I think is a good price, you know, under £3 a beer. But at least they were different, and they've all been very different. And to be fair, the standard has been high. So my 1001 review. 1001. I'm sure there's something else that's 1001. Isn't there a cleaner? Anyway, reddish colour ale with a white head. Can't see any carbonation or lacing. No. On the nose. Bit of spice on the nose. Definitely malt. Sometimes it's hard, it really is hard to pick out the flavour, even if you've got a bit of a hint. Very smooth on the mouthfeel. So today at work, we're at work today, and our area manager came down, and he was asking one of the blokes about what work he's done, how long it takes, and blah blah. And I tell you what, this bloke who he was talking to is very talkative. You can't get a word in edgeways, and he absolutely, unbelievably wasted him with, you know, by taking the mick, and it was so good. It made me smile. And sometimes the best way to outdo people is to take the mick that much that the other person just can't win over, especially with volatile personalities. So yeah, end of January now. Wow, February coming. 2 days. God, it's frightening how fast the weeks go. I mean, a month ago it was Christmas, and then you go back to work and you think, oh God, I've got to go back to that place. And well, tomorrow's the end date for a job that I've gone for, so hopefully get an interview, see how the job is, and then make the decision whether I go, stay. Always very tough, you never know. Like in anything in life, you never know. Sometimes you make a wrong decision, sometimes you make a right one, sometimes you're told a pack of lies to make that decision as well. I'm going to see how the land lies, and then proceed from there. A little bit more travelling, but I've come to the conclusion now that to get what I want, I'm going to have to do a bit more driving. Probably 5 or 10 minutes a day more driving, but that's in rush hours, so it's not that bad really. Petrol consumption is going to go up there, that's the only downer. I put £20 a week instead of about a tenner, or sometimes a fiver. All these things you have to weigh in, don't you, with jobs. Yeah, so very, very smooth. I'll be honest, I'm not getting much of a flavour from it. contains malted barley, wheat, gluten and finings. Ingredients: malted wheat, barley and finings. It doesn't really. Copper coloured full-bodied ale. Is it full-bodied? Yeah, full-bodied. 4.4% alcohol content. It's okay. I would probably say it's probably the weakest of the Milestone Brewery Christmas range. I'm trying to pick out flavours on that. I'm really struggling to pick out flavour. Obviously I can tell that there's malt in there, but as for any definitive flavour, all I can say is it tastes like a traditional old style beer. Other than that, I can't say there's no citrus elements to it or anything like that. It's just malty flavour to it. Smooth enough. It's nice enough for what it is, but it's definitely a beer for people who are not interested in flavour, because a lot of people aren't. A lot of people don't want strong flavours. So this is definitely one of those beers I would put in the like the Caffreys, not being able to Caffreys, but the Caffreys type beer. Smooth, drinkable beer that's nothing, well, in this day and age, special. And like your Boddingtons. So if you like your Boddingtons and your Caffreys, those sort of beers, you'll love this. This is definitely down your street. No. Oh. I had some pomegranate juice wine when I was doing the garden an hour or so ago. Only had a bit like that. It was a pint glass, mind you. And bloody hell, hit me straight away. I thought, fucking have a half tanked. And got to do some more barrels of wine this year. Just to stick in the shed, keep in the shed. Funnily enough, in the plastic barrels, obviously going off on a tangent like I always do, but in the plastic barrels, they're actually lasting. I keep having a nibble, having the odd sip. The grapefruit one's nearly a full barrel. I've got a mate in Top Valley who used to work with me on my old job, and I need to get some bottles put to one side, wash them out, and go around and see him and have a bit of a laugh with him as we digest the old workplace and the goings and comings and goings off. But anyway, yeah, it's a great way, I think, because let's be fair, you have a drink, but you know, if you're on a budget, and apart from doing my Saturday, the odd job on a Saturday that I do, I don't really have any budget to spend on beers. So that is my budget for beers, and I've been lucky because I've got 2 little Saturday jobs I do now, and that money I keep to myself. I don't give to the wife. She has all the rest of my money, but that I'm not bothered about. Money's not a thing for me. I've no interest. For me, it's the evil on the earth. You imagine if all the rich people actually shared their considerable wealth towards all the poor people in the world, then all the poor people, there would be a lot less famine in this world. All these idiots on billions and trillions. Look at the Saudi Arabians. So they're on about some bloke who's going to buy Newcastle Football Club, and he's got like 300 billion. And you think to yourself, share your bloody wealth out. You know, there's a lot of people with nothing that are on the breadline. I mean, there's a lot of people in this country, in the UK, that are on the breadline. People that fought for us in the Second World War. Pensioners that have worked all their lives, and because of the stupid system in this country, and they are struggling, they can't put the heating on in winter. And there's people homeless living on the streets that are dying because of no food. Fucking ridiculous. And then you see people come over to this country, and it's not being racist in any way, shape or form, but there was a thing on the other night that my wife shouted me down for. I says, turn it off, it's rubbish. And this bloke from Romania, and he was blatant about it. I mean, there's one thing to do it and not be blatant. There's another thing to say, yeah, I'm taking the piss out of your country. And basically, he's come over here and he's getting all the benefits, like 800 quid a month in benefits and whatnot. He's nicking from shops, he's nicking off the streets, and he's bragging about it on TV, and you think to yourself, why? In any country in the world, why let anybody from another country take the piss out of your country? We should not be doing it. Other countries don't do it. I would never go to another country and abuse their beliefs, because where they come from, that is their beliefs, and you respect their country. And this is where Britain, for too long, has let other countries take the mick. And this is why, whether you agree or disagree with Brexit, this is why people voted for Brexit, because people can see where the country's been took the mick out of. Terrible. But anyway, back to the beer. Yeah, gotta say, the weakest of the offerings from Milestone Brewery that I've tasted. Not saying that it's not a bad beer, but it's definitely the weakest. A smooth beer, but there's a flavour to it, but I can't bloody pick it out. So, a beer that will sit well with traditional tasting beers, like your Caffreys, your Boddingtons, that sort of thing. If you like them, you'll love this. 4.4%, yeah, not bad strength. Definitely, I can definitely feel the strength. Taste-wise, I can't pick out the flavour. Really can't. Bang my bloody head against the wall. Overall, out of 5, I'm going to give it a 3.7 out of 5. Definitely the weakest of the offerings from this Christmas range, but still a decent beer, well worth trying. And I got this from an Adventure Beer Company in Nottingham. And you know, if you don't go to the brewery website itself, there's another option. I don't know if you'll see this in any other sites, I've no idea. I did see an offer today on Flavorly.com, and it was something daft. Was it 12 beers for 20 quid? It might have been even more beers, but it might have been even 19 beers for 20 quid. And a free glass, or 3 glasses, and free delivery. And that was a decent little deal, especially the free delivery, because you pay a £5 for delivery, it really kills you, you know, what you get. And if you're getting one of each, it's definitely interesting. So I tagged myself in it, and when I get on the computer tonight, I'll have a good look and see if it's worth purchasing a box set, just to see where we go, because I need an online website for beers, just to get beers that I've never tasted before. I need an outlet, and not just Nottinghamshire or East Midlands beers, that UK wide beers, and somewhere that does it cheap and free delivery, to me ticks those boxes. Right, thanks for watching, see you soon.